the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise tries a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gerrard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Spread neatly. It's well blocked, and back out it comes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pedro Neto is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's played it back. Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still goalless at the moment. Pedro Neto. Beckham. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Messi! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That'll be a throw. Gerrard. And it's Baggio. And here's Baggio. He's in space and looking for options. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Beckham. Beckham. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a shade optimistic. Pedro Neto. Pedri. Kimmich. And that's... Can he finish? Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's Beckham. Fernando Torres. Nicely spread. Out for a throw. Gerrard. Roberto Baggio. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Piqué gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Messi. Beckham. And that'll be the final action of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. In with a header! That's another chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting.
Shapes to shoot. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Adriano. Gerrard. Spread out to the left. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Big header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Messi is being harried and hassled. Shapes to shoot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
And that's a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him
And it's
is
Batistuta.
number 14.
Ended up in no man's land. Gerrard. He's in plenty of space here. Beckham. This time, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
It's run loose here. David Villa. David Villa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's gone searching crossfield. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Baggio. Chance! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
Number 18.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Konate with the clearance and reclaimed it in a trice. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Ronaldinho.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Ronaldinho. And here's Beckham. Gerrard. Oh, a delicate chip through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Adriano. Coming on
And
to
he's managed to get
replace him
rid.
is number 12, Van Basten.
Pirlo. That's that, the end. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.
Just a quick announcement, it is now
After
time
all of
for our
that, Jim,
special
what are you
lottery.
thinking?